What's up, guys? Welcome to another Team Solemn Circus live video. On the left side here, we got Generaiders. As you guys know, Alex has been playing Generators for a little bit now, since I believe our last regionals. And then we got Todd, who is on the Naturia Vernusylph deck here. A very good deck. You know, Todd loves his Earths. No machines today, going with the plants, but I know there's some really cool interaction with this deck, like their Ant Jaw, as well as Sunflower being absolutely busted, and Mole Cricket and Camilla. You know, the whole deck is actually pretty insane. And then you look at like stuff like Nat Beast. Nat Beast is absolutely broken. Like you play that card versus Branded, it's pretty much an auto win. Then they have like some of the Vernusylph cards, like the Vera, which can just negate randomly in the middle of a chain, as well as something like Duck and stuff like that, just searches as well. Generators are pretty good too. We have the new XYZ, which is pretty busted, as well as Vala, which I like a lot. And then of course they have their a very going second deck, which is kind of Alex's special here. But going to be diving into the game here. So we just came over to see the Naturia deck start off with normal summoning the Camilla, dumping the tree, which can be able to search for the blessing there, because the tree was sent to the graveyard. Then we're going to activate the effect of the Vernusylph Searcher, dumping itself, as well as the Mole Cricket, to be able to search here and then reborn from the graveyard, which is going to be the Vera, and then Mole Cricket will be able to summon itself out. So now we have a level 5 practically, or a Synchro if we wanted to, or a Link 2 as well. We're going to be seeing the Synchro being made here, going for the legendary Nat Beast, and then Mole Cricket will be able to summon itself out. Because why not, right? Mole Cricket is just absolutely busted. Then we're going to activate the effect of the thing dumping the Pooh, and then Pooh is going to be able to summon out the Vera, which is absolutely insane. Like, this card's like 25. I think the Vernusylph stuff are super cool. I like a lot of their interactions. And then, like, you know, obviously you can play the Earth Barrier statue in the deck as well, which is kind of cool. We're going to see a set 1 and a pass. I just like the Naturia stuff in general, to be honest. We're going to see a Dark Ruler No More being activated here. You know, Beast cannot negate this, but it means that they have another turn. They won't be able to get OTK'd this turn. We're going to see a normal summon of Diviner of the Herald here. This is, do they send the Tri-Archa here? No, they're going to send Vala because it is a fairy. Okay. I believe they're also playing Entis in the extra deck. And we do see the Thrust in their hand as well. We're going to see the Mardell being activated here, summoning out the Vala. And then Vala effect on summon is going to be able to summon out the Mardell. Mardell will be able to search for the boss stage here. Summoning 4 tokens is pretty busted. He asks if he has anything in graveyard there, and then they show up like Mole Cricket's the one that does stuff. They also have the Call by the Grave here. We're going to see a XYZ summon, potentially for the new, the Leviathan, I believe its name is. And like this, the way this card works is absolutely crazy. Like when you read the effect, it activates. If you don't negate it, then you XYZ summon into the other one, and then it attaches 2 materials onto the field onto it, like or I guess in this case it would be 2, but if it had like 4 materials, it would be 4 cards on the field. This is pretty cool how like we're seeing a little bit of evolution in like how cards work. We're gonna be seeing that declare an attack on the Vera. You want to make sure that you are getting those bodies off the field. And then we're going to be activating the effect here. It's going to be tagging itself out. If it does not get negated here, it'll be able to target 2 on the field. But they're going to activate the blessing here. Maybe trying to get down to only 1 monster. And we're going to see them summon out the Camilla there, and then everything will resolve in the chain. So here we'll see the whatever, the Levianeer summon out the other level 9, or rank 9, I should say. I don't think there's, maybe there's options for rank 9s. I don't really know. But here now he's thinking, like, what do I equip? Because Camilla's going to activate. Oh, it just steals them so it can't even activate. Wow, okay. So I guess keeping the Gnat Beast. It's weird. I guess you don't want them. You definitely don't want them to have Mole Cricket. That card's absolutely busted. And then here they can activate the effect of the whatever, the Snake Boy, which will attach the Diviner to it as material, which makes it now have 3,000 attack. I feel like there's maybe a world where you just equip Gnat Beast, they activate the Camilla, and then you can just thrust. We are going to be seeing it equip the Sacred Tree. You know, they both have to equip a card to it, which is kind of sucky. But here we're going to be seeing them place the boss stage. And then they're going to activate Thrust here, which is going to be able to set the Metaverse. They're going to be setting another card and passing here. During the standby phase, we're going to see boss stage summon out the Har, and then boss stage as well is going to, or not during standby phase, during draw phase, and then there's summon out all the tokens here in attack position as well, by the way. And we do have the Metaverse here, so now we can tag out the boss stage for a Secret Village of the Spellcasters, and Har's a Spellcaster, so now there can be no spells activated from the side of the Naturia player here. They're going to activate another Vernusylph card, sending itself, and I believe that is Stink Bug. And they can Omni negate with the Har, and that's going to be the game 1 winning factor here. The part with the Vernusylphs that kind of suck is you do require a lot of like, I want to say discard fodder, because it's not really what it is, but they are pretty much like you have to discard 2 cards. So it does take 2 cards out of your hand to activate the Vernusylph stuff. And yes, I guess it nets you a +1-ish, but it's like a +1 in a summon, so I don't really know if it's a +1. You're pretty much using like 2 cards in your hand to either search and summon a card, or search, well, I guess it's like, or dump, summon a card. Some of them are better than others, but we see Generators taking the win here. They definitely have some cool cards that we don't really see a lot in like the boss stage, being able to summon out 4 monsters. Like that card itself is huge, and then Vala is also like an automatic rank 9, and Leviathan is just a crazy card effect that we haven't seen like anything else in the game yet, which is pretty busted in itself. But I do quite like the deck. I think it's cool. As you guys saw in the deck profile, I believe this is going up after Alex has their deck profile for us. If not, well, it's coming soon. Like both of these decks are very cool. I wanted to feature them off, and they were playing in the top cut, so I was like, this is definitely sick. I don't know if going second Generator is the play, but again, I'm not a Generator player. I just don't think that going second really, this format is great. Maybe if we get a ban list, it'll be great, but I don't really know. But moving on into game 2 here. Does Naturia make their opponent go first? I feel like Naturia just itself is like such a powerful going first engine. Like if you get your Sunflower, your Mole Crickets, and then like a Gnat Beast on the field, you're pretty much just cooking anyways. But at the same time, like, we saw the going second cards in the main deck here, so maybe think they're going to be forced to go first. But, you know, diving into the game 2 here, we are going to be seeing assuming that the Naturia player is going to go first here, activating the effect of Sleepy Bear, sending the Mole Cricket. I guess that's like an upside of playing the Vernusylphs with the Naturia stuff, is that, some of these discards are not as bad as they seem. And then Mole Cricket being able to summon back out is huge. And we saw them dump the Earth Barrier statue, so potentially it looks like we're going to be barrier statuing here, because we probably have another Vernusylph in hand, which we're able to summon out back the barrier statue, which normally means that, the effect isn't great, or I guess the monsters isn't great in the hand. We can see the Mole Cricket activate, summon out the Camilla. Camilla effects can be able to dump the Sacred Tree, and then Sacred Tea will be able to search for any, or I guess we're going to search for the Blessing. It is a pretty crazy card, to be honest. Blessing, just revealing that you search for the Blessing there. It's crazy that these all came in common in the deck. It's like, oh yeah, by the way, we're going to see the effect of the Vernusylph Searcher, which is going to be able to dump the Stink Bug and be able to search for the Duck. And then we're probably going to see a reborn of the Earth Barrier statue, unless there's another one in hand, or another Vernusylph in hand here. We'll see them summon out the Bear statue, and then we can just tribute summon for Bamboo Shoot here. Is this the one that just negates spells and traps altogether? I actually don't know what this one does. So it's your opponent cannot activate any spells or traps while this card on the field, which is actually a pretty interesting effect. It does use its normal, but it is what it is. We're going to be seeing a normal summon of a Lopez, or Lopez, whatever you want to call it. He's the one that's on the display. He's actually in all the runic spells as well. He's the one casting the runic spells for that lore there. But he's pretty cool. He's the one who can summon out all the generators. So we're going to see them go into battle phase, attack with, or into the barrier statue there. And then I don't think it can activate during the battle phase. That'd be pretty crazy if it could. We're going to be seeing it tag out. We can summon out any of the generator cards, which is apps, or any of the generator monsters, obviously, which is actually pretty busted if you ask me personally. You can see them summon out the Mole Cricket, and we're seeing the Vala being summoned out. And then it's going to activate its effects. It's going to get Ash Blossom saying goodbye, Mole Cricket. They're going to summon out the Mardell. Mardell will be able to activate its effects here. So we're searching out for the field spell. Which crazy, Vala is like a common, and then it's just able to, like, you summon it, and then it just summons out a generator from your hand or graveyard, which is like, what the heck? Like, why would you give that another crazy card like an automatic rank 9? Then we're going to be seeing the effect of the Leviathan, which is going to be going into the Geh, or whatever it's called, the Snake. And then it's going to be summoning, it's going to be equipping those two, which is going to be one from the graveyard and then one from the field. And then we're going to see the boss stage being activated. And then we're going to see a Prosperity as well. Maybe digging for that. I know he's playing 3 copies of the trap here, Metaverse. Looking for Talents, Prosperity, Monstrosity, Avala, and Ahar. And then Dark Ruler no more. We're going to see them go for the Monstrosity here. Interesting that they're not choosing to go for that hand rip. And we see the Naturia player going to draw a call by for a turn and realize it's not going to be enough. They do need those 2 cards in hand. I'm going to see them scoop it up here. So we're going to see that the Generator deck is going to take the 2-0 here versus Naturia Vernusylph. And we didn't get to see much of the action. We saw both decks got to play a little bit of their combo here. We did see the Generator deck end up taking the 2-0. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Helps the channel a lot. We are on the road to 5K, hopefully before the end of the year. And yeah, if you guys want to see any more of these decks in action, let me know down in the comment section below. And if you guys saw misplays as well, and don't forget to stay safe. Peace.